Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Under the Skin. I'm your host Christopher, the video game historian, and with the recent Battlefest now over and new PTFO skins being released, I decided to take a look at 3 of them for this week's episode. These skins include the Kirkpatrick skin for the Shea Regati, the Yells for the Lewis gun, the Pegamagabow for the SMLE, and finally, the Yang skin for the new General Liu Rifle. If you're wondering why I didn't include the Hoocher skin for the MP18 in this episode, well, that's because I already went over that skin in the very first Under the Skins video. You can check out that video by clicking the link in the upper right hand corner. Starting off is the Kirkpatrick skin for the Shea Regati. This skin is in reference to John Simpson Kirkpatrick, who is known for his stretcher bearer work at Gallipoli. Known as the Man with the Donkey, Kirkpatrick was born in July 1892 and worked a series of odd jobs since 17 years old, eventually joining the Australian Imperial Forces in August 1914. He was assigned to the 3rd Field Ambulance Australian Army Medical Corps, and it's said that when he landed at Gallipoli in April 1915, he befriended a donkey whom he called Abdul, Murphy, or Duffy. With his animal companion, he would work day and night bringing wounded soldiers back from the Monash Valley to Anzac Cove, braving shrapnel and heavy rifle fire. His name became synonymous with courage, and Indian troops would call him Bahadur, the bravest of the brave. Sadly, on May 19th, he was shot through the heart in the Monash Valley trying to bring 2 wounded soldiers back. He was buried on the beach at Hell's Spit, and today is commemorated with a bronze statue at the Shrine of Remembrance in Melbourne. So, for all you medics who don't revive or give out health, if this man can run through bullets to save his mates, you can throw me a health pack.
Halfway there.
Next up is the Yang skin for the General Liu Rifle from the In the Name of the Tsar DLC. This skin gave me a hard time to figure out what it could refer to, but I think I finally figured it out. This skin, from what I can tell, is a reference to Yang Zengxin, the governor of Xinjiang from 1912 to 1928. During the Xinhai Revolution in 1911, Yang raised an army of Chinese Muslim troops in order to seize power. Once the Li and Galahu revolutionaries, who wanted to overthrow the monarchy and install a republic, were destroyed, Zengxin was able to secure his place as governor and dictator of Xinjiang, using the Chinese Muslim troops to enforce his rule. While he did lower taxes on minorities and made it unlawful for minorities to be abused, he still ruled with an iron fist. Upon Zengxin gaining power, the President Yuan Shikai, who was trying to restore the monarchy at the time, acknowledged his rule. In return, Zengxin hosted a banquet where he invited various anti-Yuan rebels over, only to have them decapitated. For this, he was awarded the title of Count of the First Rank. In 1917, President Li Yuanhong, who replaced Shikai, assigned Fan Yaonen to observe and, if possible, replace Yang. In 1928, Fan would assassinate Zengxin just 6 days after he recognized the nationalist government in Nanjing. The name for the new skin for the Lewis gun, the Yells, is quite an obscure reference. And by obscure, I mean really obscure. At first, one might think that this refers to the battle cries of World War I. However, with the help of Ashfielder, this skin is actually in reference to Sergeant Charles Yells, an Australian soldier who helped T.E. Lawrence and his band of Arab rebels in attacking a railway near Mudawara. It was this raid that actually earned Yells the Distinguished Conduct Medal for his gallantry and devotion to his duty. Now, Charles Yells is only referenced in Lawrence's book once, saying his name may have been Yells, but came to be known as Lewis. This nickname was given to him as he was dispatched from the army school at Zaitun to Lawrence's camp in order to teach the rebels on how to use the Lewis gun, as Yells was a master of the weapon. Despite the language barriers and no interpreter, he was able to teach them how the weapon works. In May of 1919, Sergeant Yells will be discharged from the Australian Imperial Forces, which he joined in September 1914. The last of the PTFO skins from the Battlefest is the Pegamagabow skin for the SMLE. This skin refers to Francis Pegahmagabow, who is considered one of, if not the best sniper of World War I. Born in 1889, he was a Canadian First Nationer at the Perry Island Indian Reserve. It was here that his foster parents taught him hunting and fishing, as well as traditional medicine. Despite Canada no longer accepting natives into the military at that time, he still enlisted and was accepted in 1914, being assigned to the 23rd Northern Pioneers. Due to his unique hunting background, Pegamagabow was a skilled sniper, and it would be at the Second Battle of Ypres that he would begin to gain a reputation as such. Under the cover of darkness, he would often sneak into no man's land, buried under cover, and wait for his targets. During the Battle of the Scarpe in 1918, his company was almost out of ammunition and supplies and risked being surrounded. Pegamagabow slipped into no man's land to gather these things in order to repel the attack. In 1919, he was discharged from the military with 378 confirmed kills and multiple awards and medals. After his various war injuries catch up with him, Pegamagabow will pass away at the age of 63 in 1952. That's all for this week's episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave your thoughts down below. Don't forget to follow me on social media as well with Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like to play with me and others considered the best of the worst players in Battlefield 1, then check out the Forum Fielders Platoon on Xbox One, PC, and PS4, as well as their Twitter account at @ForumFielders. Remember, you're not worse, just late. See you on the battlefield.